I can see when it goes live.
So we're live, right?
I don't know. I think we are.
It says we
I'm
are.
still sending data to two of them.
See, we got the feedback loop.
All right, let's do this.
It is time.
All right, everybody. Hey, welcome to Galaxy Jams Reacts, where we react to music and other things. I am EJ.
I'm Mike Margarefta.
I'm Nate Sachs.
And we are Galaxy Jams, minus Kai. And all right, he's going to be here later on today, right?
Yeah, we're going to be going live with me and Kai later. Can't wait. But I'm excited to be with you guys right now.
Don't forget, we do have our Galaxy Jams live stream where we improv jam, eat snacks, and talk about stuff. And that's every Tuesday at 8 p.m. And that's on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. So make sure you guys go on there and follow us on each one of those channels. By following us, you get live notifications. And Twitch does have the best audio. I do recommend doing headphones or a really good stereo because it really does make a difference. The audio sounds great.
Yeah, definitely.
For all you audio files out there.
Also, join us on the chat. We're going to be reacting to these songs, and we want to hear what you think as well. So if you're with us, go ahead and do that.
And let us know if you want us to react to any song that you have in mind.
All right, let's get into it. Galaxy Jams Reacts. Let's check out this song, Foxwarren, Everything Apart.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I liked how that flips.
Everything you pour from me belongs to someone else. You know I'll find someone who can. You know I'll find someone who can. Everything you pour from me belongs to someone else. You know I'll find someone who can. You know I'll find someone who can.
Quality music video.
Everything would be exactly according to plan if I could find someone who can. If I could find someone who can.
Like these sections.
Everything would be exactly according to plan if I could find someone who can. If I could find someone who can.
The bass counterpoint is really cool too.
So what do you guys think so far?
I love it.
Yeah, the vocals actually remind me of King Giz, at least in the beginning parts of it. And I like how towards the end of Before You Paused, their vocals had this effect on it that sounded like a keyboard, like an organ type of deal.
And by King Giz, he means King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard.
Yeah.
You got to say the whole thing so people aren't hip to King Giz yet, as much as Mike is. But Mike's the biggest King Giz fan I know, I think. Right?
Taking a look at our chat. Kai Thomas, our other fourth, just chimed in. He loves the harmonies hitting, and he said, "What's up, guys?"
The harmonies are cool, and the bass line that's just turning around and kind of these different, it's the same continuous pattern, but it's against the drum beat. I like that. That's cool.
Definitely. What was this band called again? They're called Foxwarren. Transition.
The video is like a serious film, you know.
Definitely.
There's like a lot going on. It's hard to like watch a music video that small for some reason for me.
Everything you pull from me belongs to someone else. You know I'll find someone who can. You know I'll find someone who can. Everything you pull from me belongs to someone else. You know I'll find someone who can. You know I'll find someone who can.
You know what else this gives me vibes of? Kind of heavy vibes. Is slightly like Phoenix.
Oh my God, I was just about to
I
say
definitely hear that.
It definitely does sound like Phoenix.
Oh, definitely a lot.
Phoenix
like
is a French alternative band.
Alternative rock,
Yeah.
dance rock.
I really
Synth pop
dig them as well. We should review them sometime too.
All the things you wanna see, all the things you don't. Always fight to the front. Always fight to the front. All the things you wanna see, all the things you don't. Always fight to the front. Always fight to the front. Keep it away.
That cool organ sound on the vocals. Love that.
Nice synth sounds.
Yeah. Very, very cool ending on that.
Freaks
I really,
out a
really
little bit
like
at
it.
the end there.
I like how it came together.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other bands that I mean, it had a little bit of the War on Drugs without like the giant vocal production, like more
Definitely.
subdued. But the War on Drugs have that like interesting drum beat against the kind of rock bass and guitar, which like the drums were doing this. It's really straightforward beat, but everything was against it.
Yeah.
So it makes
Every
the
part.
drums complex.
And again, kind of, I like how they layered the sounds in too, because they kept going back to the simpler sounds and then laying, and even just the hi-hat tick and some other little like thing like egg shaker or something.
Yeah, going on what you were saying, Nate, I like when songs come in, like when the drums come in when you're not, like in a space that you're not expecting it. So you think the song is a certain way, and then the drums come in, and at first you're like, that doesn't make any sense. And then it all falls together. And
Yeah,
so then the
it
next time
locks
you,
in.
right, and when you listen to the song again, it's like you hear a different song than the first song you heard, you know, right before the drums came in, essentially. Which
Yeah,
I
I
love.
call that a flip. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like you,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
flip the perspective of whatever the intro part.
Just
Yeah.
changes the whole emotion of the song as well.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, good choice on that one.
We got a bunch of stuff to take a look at today, so let's kind of move on from there. This one is one that Nate brought up. Sam Evian, right?
Yeah, Sam Evian.
Yeah, this one's Time to Melt. So, welcome to Galaxy Jams. Checking out Sam Evian, Time to Melt.
Let's get it.
The video's a little trippy, I think. Has like a whole intro.
It's not glamping.
No, this is not glamping, but his dog is cute though.
Yeah.
Hey, cool dog. Ooh. There's like a golden toilet in the forest.
Love that bass sound.
I think he plays most of the instruments too.
It's time to melt while it's dry. I hold my hands into the sun. Hot wax is flowing in my veins. Humanity
Got that warbly sound, but groove.
dream, dream, dream about you. I have no words without you. Sometimes I wish I wasn't born, floating there forevermore. It's time to melt away.
Someone said this is not for me. I love that.
I like it.
That's I'm reading the chat. I think.
Like that funky bass in this one too.
And that's how life will begin.
That warbly organ.
He's got a lot of pads, just chilling in the mix. Sort of out of tune guitar sounds.
It's kind of that weird creepy thing. I like that he just grabbed a can of milk because it sounds like everything's melting in the background.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this a lot. I think it's pretty cool. It's got just a really cool, like funky vibe to it with just almost like tape warbly effects that are going on.
Lots of effects. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds really bohemian actually, and I also really like how they took essentially like percussion hit notes, so it's like sounds like it's like they're playing some kind of percussion instrument, but it's adding to the melody, and I thought it was a nice touch.
Yeah.
He plays. He's a multi-instrumentalist, like I mentioned. So he plays saxophone too, which a friend of mine just like posted this the other day, and I loved the album so much I bought it on vinyl. So
Wow, that's saying something.
yeah, that was saying something.
Yes, I know it's true. It's time to know that's what we do. If anything will comfort me, it's knowing that we'll be free. And I dream, dream, dream about you. I have
Kind of like Mac DeMarco too, if you've ever heard of him.
it disappears again.
The vocals are similar to what we just listened to.
All right, we didn't even talk about this.
It's time to melt away. It's time to feel the days are numbered, and I don't know what's inside them. And we're together now, compelled to the ground, melt away, and that's how life will begin.
Falling away in the universe.
Yeah, the video is trippy in the best way.
Ox1 Music Prime on chat says he likes the weirdness of the video.
There you go. There you go.
So do we. That was a nice ending.
It's awesome. Very catchy. I like that a lot.
Yeah, me too. I would definitely listen to that again. Who is that called again?
That was Sam Evian,
Sam
Time to
Evian.
Melt.
Sam Evian, good old Sam Evian. He's new to the. He's a newer artist. I think he's just breaking through. So
What
yeah.
genre would you even call that?
psychedelic.
Synth pop.
It's like indie.
Yeah.
It's indie though too.
Psychedelics is indie synth pop.
Something like that.
It came out September 13th, 2021. At least that's when the video premiered. So
Okay.
So it probably came out during the summer.
Yeah, he just dropped the vinyl, and it's a cool like purple vinyl. I got a signed copy. So, Sam Evian,
I love when that
if you ever
happens.
see this, I'm a fan. So,
Oxone Music Prime on the chat says it's pop.
Yeah.
it's pop.
I would definitely agree with you.
Yeah, well, I mean, they used to call a lot of music pop. You know, like the
Like
Monterey
Right.
Pop Festival was. You know, like Jimi Hendrix was pop at a
Yeah.
point. You know, that was popular radio music.
Pop. All right.
Kind of a cop out.
A pop out.
A pop out.
Let's get into something a little bit different. Oh, no. I had it here. Where'd it go?
Are
Here we
those
go.
pizzas in the chat? I can't see what that is.
It's hard for me to tell.
It's
I think it's like a cookie.
Yeah, I think so.
He
Galaxy
gave it-
James reacts to the
To the
emojis in the
emojis.
chat.
Oh, it's Poggeronis.
Pepperonis.
Poggeronis.
Poggeronis.
Yeah. The pog.
Thank you for bringing that
He gave
into,
us 3
into our
now.
space.
Time to deliver a pizza ball. All right, let's do the next one.
All right, we can check out one that Mike want to take a look at. Umphreys McGee. I don't what I want.
I don't know what I
I don't
want.
know what I want. I wrote it
I've
down.
heard this one actually. I love Umphreys McGee. Just gonna put that out there.
Again, welcome to Galaxy Jams Reacts. We're checking out Umphreys McGee. I don't know what I want. Let's get into it. English beat vibes.
The feeling's not
The Police.
the same. Is everything swimming inside my skeleton okay? The ceiling starts to cave in. Suddenly everything died down, starting to float away. It's one thing you forgot. I still know who you are, and I think you can stop, but you don't know what you are.
I love the 2 different styles that just popped in together.
Oh yeah, Umphreys is all about that.
The meanings never change, but maybe that's just my timing slipping off the page. Leaving hangs a frame, and nobody's waiting in line with anything to say.
I happen to love Brendan Bayliss' vocals, but some don't.
It's one thing
Yeah, this is Umphreys, Oxford.
I still know who you are, and I think you can stop, but you don't know what you are.
Nice transition in that beat.
Yes, Jake shreds, and he does a little shredding here, a little bit. He does a good solo.
This is awesome.
Classic Umphreys.
Wanna talk it over. I'm not asking anybody else. That's why I'm knocking on the window.
I like this bridge. It's great.
I wanna think about it. Couldn't this happen to somebody else? When I wake up, will it be over and okay? So I won't accept the offer.
It's cool that they keep doing this.
They extend it. That's pretty sweet, and I know we're coming to transition. I want to stop there so we can kind of talk a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
I agree. Oxford Music Prime, you guys, you're throwing a lot of cool stuff up there. It is kind of Queens of the Stone Age in a way.
The chord progression,
Yeah,
I can feel like
definitely.
the vocal would be a little bit more abrasive.
A little bit
the production
sometimes
would be
they're-
different. But
Yeah, they got kind of that sound.
Umphreys takes influences from like all sorts of music. So, you know,
I think, I think that's why they do so many different styles too.
Yeah.
And
This
they're
song,
amazing.
I have extreme bias with Umphreys. I love them, and like I was listening to them in my formidable years of like playing music and learning how to play music. So they're dear to my heart. And this single, they haven't always wowed me with singles, but this single actually, like, I loved it, and it has these like classic Umphreys riffs, like the main riff in the beginning,
Right.
or whatever, it's like got this like intricate riff, and it sounds like that's classic Umphreys, like it sounds older, but then there's like the reprise or the part they get to kind of goes into the new Umphreys kind of realm, so that it's like they have a good mashup of their new and old styles in this song, which I like.
I definitely dig it.
I know that was a long explanation, but that's what I think about this single.
Let's get back into it. Cool transition.
It's one thing you
That was the riff I was talking about.
I still know who you are, and I think you can stop. But you don't know what you are. There's one thing you forgot. I still know who you are.
Love those vocals are great.
And I think you can stop, but you don't know what you
I always do love their guitar riffs.
That riff is just that's an old Umphreys style riff. Old Umphreys style riff right there in a new song, which I like.
I felt like that was like literally all ear candy on the vocal side. And you mentioned classic Umphreys, and I definitely agree with you because I used to listen to them also when I was in high school. And, sometimes a lot of the recent stuff I'm not, just paying so much attention to it. However, this song I really, really enjoy. And so I'm enjoying the direction that they're going in as a band. It makes me happy.
Definitely.
They've been playing for 25 years. They're pretty solid. And I like how that song's called I don't know what I want, right?
Yeah, I don't know what I
But
want.
in the song it says you don't know what you want. And they never say I don't know what I want. They say you don't know what you want.
That is nice.
So that's they
Nice.
kind of twist it around there.
Definitely.
I would listen to it again.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to
Oh,
check
we've
that
got
one out.
Frou or Frou on deck.
Frou on deck.
That's Imogen Heap.
Yes, it is. It's
Man.
her. So the whole story with her on that is she started out just her and this other guy. I can't remember the guy's name is right off the bat, but a lot of the times, and it happens, unfortunately, she wasn't given props. She basically wrote most of it and played a lot of the instruments as well. And so that's kind of why she split off on her own to show everybody that she could do it by herself, and she's become even more famous by doing that. But I love this song. The reason I wrote this one up is just how she uses the different sounds and how they come in and out, and a lot of surprises in the song. So.
And Imogen Heap is like a extremely prolific artist.
Right.
So
She's actually coming up with a cool thing that we could show at some point. It's these, she plays music with her fingers and hands with these
Yeah.
special gloves she's developed.
on a TED Talk, right?
Yeah.
I think I've seen that. So
Yeah, so she shows a lot of it in an NPR Tiny Desk show too.
yeah, she's on the cusp of music technology always.
We'll definitely bring up one of
So-
those here at some point and show you guys.
So yeah, that'd be cool. So let's check this one out.
Again, welcome to Galaxy Jams Reacts. Checking out Frou from the album Details. This one is called Flicks.
Lung of love leaves me breathless.
Major Bjork vibes off the bat.
Tongue of fool, lap me in enmity. flicker of the future could have saved the cindered sister.
She's got a great low female voice.
Yes,
and that
and
has
a high.
big range. Yeah,
And I'm
there's a lot lower.
motioning still. They stand inside me. And moments until the one I leave. And colorless, I kiss her cold forehead. I feel alive. Lose it in a minute, and the ones to come
Unexpected beat
too far.
for this part.
Yeah. Love it.
And I'm motioning still.
She just keeps building and building the sound layer. It's beautiful.
And moments until the one I need. Concertina to my private magic lantern, move for me.
Very psychedelic,
With the senses all
but also
in
pop,
process.
super pop.
In the theater of triggered memories.
Like the thoughts and the ideas of the song, though. Yeah.
Love that stop. The background vocals in the song are sick. She does. The vocals in the background, they just keep building and revolving around each other, and I think that's just genius.
I really like that shuffling drum beat too.
Yeah.
It came out of nowhere, and I kind of hear a drum and bass beat in my head,
Kinda,
which I
yeah.
think would be cool. But I do like this. You know, they kind of gave it more of like a twangy swagger,
Like a shuffle.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But it's very
super-
electro drums too, like
Right.
the production of it, and yeah, I really like this song. I think it's cool. I also think it sounds like if like the Cranberries and like Peter Gabriel made a song.
I can hear those vibes.
You know, like the like yodely kind of voice,
Right,
and
right.
very dramatic voice, and then this like really almost. It's like tropical, but not tropical production.
Right.
I don't know how to describe it. It's like futuristic, happy synth music.
One thing she
I don't
does is she does a lot of sampling of herself on stage, which is pretty
yeah.
cool. And so she'll like do some of these kind of things, just kind of scatting around while she's talking to the audience, and she'll be recording it, and then she'll bring those in while she's playing it. It's pretty sweet. I do agree. Look at that. Ox1 Music Prime said he wanted to bring some horns in there. That would be nice. Some horns maybe.
It's a good idea.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I always love horns.
Yeah.
So
Never go wrong with horns, right?
Motioning still, they stand inside me.
that's the Peter Gabriel thing. Like, something like that.
Sounds like a Disney opening song.
Yeah, like Tarzan.
I love this ending. That's it.
Yeah,
That's how it ends.
it's funny you brought Frou into the mix here because I'm familiar with that album. I used to listen to Imogen Heap a lot. Let Go, I think, was Frou-Frou's like main hit. And
That was on the Garden
State.
Garden State soundtrack, is where they first
Yeah.
got any kind of fame.
Yeah, and then a band called Boys Like Girls also covered that song famously.
I haven't heard that.
It's
I can
pretty
check
good.
that out.
But you know, it's kind of going back to my college days there because that's when I discovered this kind of music.
Oh yeah. It's definitely. I think it came out in 2008. And but you know, I mean, it kind of is transcended though. That could have came out this year, and I would have.
Would you guys listen to it again?
Oh yeah, I've listened to that song a
Cheers, did
million
something
times.
weird. Yeah, I would listen to it again if I was in the mood. Maybe if I was like doing yoga in my plant room, you know.
Yeah, that's like when it's like you're trimming and petting and watering your plants.
Like if I'm getting like a tarot card reading from my
Yeah.
friend Jill, you know. No.
Jillian.
That's hilarious. All right, we're gonna check out some more stuff here. I guess this is something that appeared on Jimmy Kimmel. Do some Billy Strings, right?
Yeah, he was just here last night
In
in
Norfolk,
Norfolk. Yeah, at the Ted Constant Convocation Center. So I thought, why not bring him up? And he's on like this crazy. I mean, he's been on this upward trajectory really fast the past couple of years. He has some Grammys.
He's going to be one of the biggest singer-songwriters probably in the market right now.
I mean, he's already got the Grammys to prove it. You know, he's
Yeah.
doing good stuff.
It's definitely been ramping up because I didn't have any idea who he was, but in like the past probably like 3 or 4 months, like I just kept seeing his name or the band's name. Is it his name or is it the band's name?
I think it's his name.
It's his like stage name.
Yeah, it's not
Or
his real name.
it's
not his
last name's
God-given
not
name.
Strings.
No.
That'd be a really cool name to have.
Yeah, when I flew to L.A., in the front pocket of the seat in the airplane, you know that you have like the safety instructions and things like that. Well, they also had a card that detailed the in-flight entertainment options. And one of the entertainment options was you get a free, you know, essentially Apple Music account for the flight. And they featured 3 or 4 albums like, you know, here's what you can listen to. And his new album, which this song is on, is one of the albums that was featured. So that's how big he is.
Oh wow! Hey, and also check this out. So Ox One Music Prime. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah. He said he was on Les Claypool's studio a few weeks ago.
Yeah, he was at his Les Claypool's house.
Excited to see
chilling.
what
That
that's all
Rancho.
about.
What is it like?
Rancho Relaxo.
Yeah, Rancho Relaxo.
They were chilling, and they had put a bunch of stuff up on like Instagram and stuff. I saw it.
Can't
It was
wait
cool.
to see what comes from that.
Again, thank you for listening to Galaxy Jams Reacts. This is Billy Strings' Red Daisy. We're going to check this song out.
This album is called Renewal. Here with the song Red Daisy, Billy Strings.
Daisy, red daisy, growing on a hill. Sunshine falling on her petals so fine. At first when I found you all covered in dew, the stars had all faded, the day was brand new.
Very classic bluegrass.
Daisy,
I love the old school look, too. It's awesome.
on a hill.
Really retro.
Sunshine falling on her petals so fine.
Flat picking. You know, he's just so good at that. It's insane.
Guitar is fire.
When
Man.
skies are gloomy and you're covered in a fog. On Daisy, red Daisy, I fear my soul is lost. Daisy, red Daisy, growing on a hill. Sunshine falling on her petals so fine.
Sounds like a hootenanny.
Oh yeah. I'm a fan of bluegrass. I go in and out of listening to it and at times. So.
Yeah, winter wind might bind me, but I'll keep you from the cold. Daisy, red daisy, growing on a hill. Sunshine falling on her petals so fine.
That is some picking.
Yeah, some real picking, man.
Yeah, it really sounds like a bluegrass band that you would hear like in West Virginia at a small farmer's market, like playing in the corner. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I want to say something is this is like him when he was, I don't know when this was actually, but he has a different style now than he did. He was doing this more like, straight traditional look and sound. Now he's a little more alternative, and when he plays live, he jams really hard and does a lot of different genres.
Very cool.
So it's more new grass now than just this traditional.
Arena grass. That's what
they've been calling it arena grass. That's true. Yeah.
I love this this old look, like Mike, that you were saying, because it reminds me of when I was a kid. My parents made me watch Hee Haw.
Hee Haw.
Not made me. I liked it. In fact, I had Hee Haw overalls.
One day, passing traveler plucked you from the ground.
That was cool.
Oh, how I'll miss you and your crimson crown.
That's sick.
Nice to the point.
Very nice and to the point.
I like how it didn't drag out. It was nice.
Nice to the point.
And yeah, he jams harder, I think, on his live stuff. But man, you got to respect that picking.
That's it's a lot of technical ability. It's very hard to do that.
There's a festival in Virginia. I think it's like the Galax Bluegrass Festival, and people go out there and they just take their instruments out there and they just even if you're not like an artist on the bill, you bring your instrument. Everybody's just picking everywhere.
Don't they kind of do that at Floyd Fest too?
Yeah, there's plenty of festivals kind of do that, but you just kind of take your instrument out there and add something to the groove. So
very cool.
Bluegrass is a lot like jazz in that people are like invited and it's expected to just like jump on stage. And I think because bluegrass is like jazz, where it does follow like a very specific set of like its own universe. I wouldn't say rules, but it has like
language,
its own world. Yeah, exactly. And so, if you understand that language, much like the blues, then it's easy for you to jump on and you're speaking the same language.
And chord progressions are a lot the same too.
Yeah, there's a formula for sure, but it's about how you can show technical prowess and understanding of that formula, not just doing it like super simple and easy so much, but like showing all these fast flat picking lines and it definitely is like jazz. I agree with that, Mike. That's a good point.
I have to unexpectedly step out. I'll be back.
All right.
And
so it's just the two of us, Nate.
Just the two of us.
Look at this. Watch this. Ready? Oh, Nate. Oh, no. It's Mike. You got to move over to his seat. We'll just keep it here.
Oh, it's specifically like his camera?
Yeah. I can switch it up, but it all depends on who's going to do it.
I got you.
Is that Jet's Pizza? Is that what's going on?
I don't know. I wanted to bring up before we move on from the bluegrass topic, while we're on bluegrass, check out Give Me the Banjo. It's a special about the history of the banjo.
Right.
And it's got like Steve Martin, I think, in it, and like Bela Fleck.
Steve Martin is amazing on the banjo.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love Bela Fleck too.
Yeah, and if you watch the video, like talks about the banjo and the history of it, and then there's also a movie with Bela Fleck. I can't remember the name of it, but he takes the banjo back to Africa.
Oh wow!
Because like the banjo came essentially from an African instrument mixed with like this Celtic vibe that the immigrants had, the Irish immigrants, and that's what created the banjo and the mandolin and all these instruments that kind of became the mountainous region instruments.
Right. Yeah.
It's really fascinating actually, and so Bela Fleck took the banjo back to Africa to jam with like local African tribes people and in the city and all sorts of people out there. It was really cool. So I think I can't remember that one. We'll have to readdress that later.
That's cool. What kind of happened though when he took it back? Did he like play with like some?
He plays with a bunch. We should just bring it up at some point. Like I'll put it on a list of something to watch because he plays with like local different instruments. Like some people are playing these big drums. Some people are playing something close to a banjo. He goes to all of these different regions, and I think it's called like Throw Your Heart Down.
Very cool.
Throw Your Heart Down. I think that's what it's called. I'm going to look it up.
Pull
it up, Jamie.
Oxygen Music Prime said that we would like Delfest. Have you ever been there?
Delfest?
Yeah,
I've never been, but I know.
Cumberland, Maryland.
I know what it is, yeah.
He said he saw Bella Fleck and Steve Martin there. That'd be cool.
That's amazing.
I saw Bella Fleck actually up in Maryland. It was, oh man, now it just flew out of my head. It used to be an old festival they had up there. Oh, man.
Bella Fleck, Throw Down Your Heart. Throw Down Your Heart. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay. Bella Fleck, Throw Down. Look at that. He's got it right there on his phone. Throw Down Your Heart. Check it out.
Yeah, I got it.
Very cool.
Anyways, let's keep it moving.
Yeah, let's keep it moving. All right. Here's one that I've always liked. It's kind of just a really cool song. Kind of has those inspirational vibes to it, I guess you'd say.
Okay. What is it?
It's Flor, Restless Soul.
What was the band?
Flor, Flor. Flor.
Flor.
Yeah. And so anyway, hey, welcome and thank you for joining us if you just got in here. Don't forget to check out our live stream on Tuesdays. We do improv music. It's the four of us playing improv music just straight off our top of our heads. We don't know what's going on, but it sounds like we do.
Yeah, and we've even created some EPs from these jams that you can check out on Bandcamp.
That's right. And we were releasing those steadily. 16 track everything basically. I don't know.
Yeah, we multi-track it, and I mix it, and we put it up on Bandcamp and also eventually other streaming. But right now you can buy it on Bandcamp. That supports us. It's only like $7 to own your own copies of it and download it to your music library.
And then, our live stream is every Tuesday at 8 p.m. on Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, and also YouTube as well. And we put a bunch of archive stuff on YouTube. So go check it out. Follow us on there. We need followers. It always helps us out in the algorithm and all that kind of stuff.
We love followers.
Love followers. All right, you are checking out Galaxy Jams Reacts. We're getting into Flor, Restless Soul. Let's check it out.
It's just the album art on it. That's interesting.
I guess so. It's just what they have for their YouTube thing.
It's got that 80s synth pop thing happening.
When you're alone, do you feel the sadness? It finds a way to sneak inside and cloud my vision.
Kind of a vocal theme going on with how they sound today.
Yeah, you have a specific style that you seem to like. That's good. This reminds me of Silver Sun Pickups and Two Door Cinema Club.
Love both of those bands. Maybe that's why I like it.
I'm hearing that, yeah, like in a good way.
Like that sub orchestration.
Yeah.
They put that in the background.
This is a very popular aesthetic these days on the radio too.
Oh, don't you tire
I really always enjoy it. Instruments come in and out. But they don't just keep it consistent the whole time. They have space.
This part reminds me of Owl City too. Owl City. Very thematic, inspirational.
Lots of reverb.
Kind of like the Postal Service, maybe.
Yeah.
Some of the production. But way more pop forward.
Love that drop with it. That was great. Unexpected. Very hooky.
Very happy.
Very happy. There you go. Very to the point and short song, only like 3 minutes and 41 seconds. I didn't have time to stop it.
Yeah, it doesn't need it much more than that. It's good writing. It's good production.
Yep.
If you like that type of music, I think it reminds me of a lot of things I like. One thing I just thought of is Shiny Toy Guns.
I've not heard that.
Which maybe we'll have to pull up. That was going to be one of my picks at some point. But has that sort of driving, like thematic, anthemic thing going on, where and kind of like Owl City, where it's really easy to just eat up like and be happy and listen to it.
Right. Love that kind of stuff. Dig it. All right.
Where would you listen to that song?
That song?
Yeah, what would you be doing if you were like just gonna like
driving? A lot of these songs I listen to driving stuff. Doing laundry, I could see that. You know, you're making everything so fresh and clean. You got that.
Yeah, like spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning around the
like
house.
a montage so that your
Just
house
like
gets cleaner.
Dancing around the house.
Yeah.
Ooh, dust here.
Yeah, like I could see that. I can definitely see that. I was thinking like you're on like an inspirational camping trip with your soulmates.
I can see that.
You know?
The sun just coming up, and you're getting there to the top of Grandfather Mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you see the Aurora Borealis.
And then you destroy the ambience by playing that song.
Right.
We're in nature. All right, we've got another one, Alt J. It's brand new by them, right?
I've never heard this track, and Alt J is one of my favorite bands.
I've never heard Alt J.
And I'm kind of upset Mike's not in here for this.
This is my first time ever hearing Alt J.
Really? That's kind of, I feel like a disadvantage, but kind of cool too, you know? Like, it's like when somebody's showing you music, you want to show them the best thing first, I think, to get them hooked.
Yeah.
And I think the fourth album, or I think this might be the fourth album.
Mm-hmm.
That's a weird place to start, right?
Well, I like real reactions to music.
Yeah, and that's what makes it cool for this. So.
And I listen to so many kinds of music that I usually find things I like in pretty much everything I listen to.
I can't speak for this song because I haven't heard it, so we're going to have to hear it together for the first time.
All right. Again, thank you for joining Galaxy Jams Reacts. We're getting into Alt J from the album The Dream. This is Bane.
Cold and sizzling.
I want to drink.
Coca-Cola picked this one up. Coca-Cola presents. Kind of like a spaghetti western almost.
Yeah.
Which they've utilized before. Very strange timing.
Definitely.
like Tool almost in a way.
That was unexpected.
It reminds me a little bit of like Polyphonic Spree. Do you remember that?
Big group sing.
That was pretty crazy. We're not done yet, of course.
Yeah. So let me also.
I love it.
Well,
I like it because it's very cinematic.
I want to just interject that they do this kind of style. These guys met at like Cambridge, like college in England or something. Like
right.
they were English majors, and they created this very interesting music that's like very dark and kind of thematic, and it also employs like the use of choir, like harmonies and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like they create almost like a collage with sound and influence, and that's why I like them a lot.
You know, a little bit just the music, not the singing, because it's definitely different. But
singing was almost like a sea shanty here, like a Broadway like reprise or something.
But like Sigur Rós.
Yeah, Sigur Rós.
Yeah, kind of like it's kind of that unexpected kind of eeriness to it.
Yeah, it almost sounds like you're watching some kind of like dark parade or something go by. Like
definitely,
it was kind of a weird group sing. Mike, you missed the beginning of the song, but we can pick it up from here.
Yep,
we'll
can't
pick it up
wait.
from here. I'm gonna go back just a little bit. I want to hear that transition again. I love that vocal effect. Love it.
Very Radiohead too here.
Beatles.
Beatles, yeah. All the way.
Strawberry Fields.
Precisely.
There's that usual alt J sound is like right here.
It reminds me of the Gorillas.
I definitely hear that too on this part.
I'm just going to stop it one more time because have never heard this band before in my life.
Yeah.
I'm freaking hooked already.
on the new stuff, too. That's great.
He's hooked.
I'm telling you. Well, I like stuff like this, and it's reminding me, like, every twist and turn, and it is reminding me of other bands that I listen to. It's kind of, I love how complex it is.
It kind of sounds like Morphine right there with the drum beat drops in, or like
Right.
Soul Coughing or something like that, maybe.
A little bit like that. But the one thing also I want to mention is it's kind of been themed in a way, everything we've listened to. And we didn't plan this out. We kind of just all picked some stuff. The drums sneaking in. Yeah. I love drums sneaking into songs. And I was waiting for drums to come into this, and it delivered.
And it took a while.
I'm having an audio orgasm. I'm not even kidding.
I love that Mellotron sound in the back. Opening of the Coke can.
I would love to do the whole opening of a Coke can in here, but we're not allowed to have unopened liquids in here.
One day. Sounded like the bubbles from the carbonation and everything.
I love how old and new at the same time that sounded, and I loved how predictable and unpredictable at the same time, because every single twist and turn, you know, it was definitely unexpected, but it just fit in exactly the way that it's supposed to.
I'm 100% doing a deep dive into Alt J when I get home today.
You got to start at the beginning. They've had a very cool progression in their music. They've always had this odd vocal thing,
Right.
and people made fun of it at the beginning. I love it. I love a great odd vocal where it's like there's a character to it.
Right.
And he does that really well. I saw them. That was one of the best shows I've ever seen at Merriweather Post Pavilion. Audio orgasm is like the way to describe their whole thing, honestly, because especially when you got some headphones, good headphones on.
Yeah.
They're a great band to listen to.
And also it kind of scratches that producer itch of like producing music that I love doing, like when we write music and stuff like that.
That would be a challenge to produce too when you listen to it.
Challenge to produce, challenge to record, challenge to edit,
and write.
I mean,
and perform live.
Yeah, performing it live.
Yeah.
So, and here's the cool thing about them too to check out. Mike, you'd like this is their drummer Tom Green.
Tom Green?
Tom Sonny Green is his name. It's like, but he spells it like Tom York, I think, like THOM.
Oh, THOM. Okay.
Anyways, his drum kit is very minimal, and it has no cymbals or crashes or anything like that. It has a lot of percussion, and it has. If you watch him live, he's not doing usual drummer things. He's a metal drummer that stripped his cymbals off his drum set.
Oh wow!
And that's something he talks about in some interviews. He started as a metal drummer, so he gets these intricate like technical things, but it's subtle.
Yeah, definitely. I can see that, and that's kind of cool in a way, because you think about it, it's like stripping away your kit, and you normally would want to hit cymbals here or there or do this, and you can't, so you got to kind of make up.
Their music literally never has crashes in it.
It's a really interesting take on that.
Yeah,
It's all about innovation, and part of the way that artists innovate themselves is by, I wouldn't say restricting, but maybe stripping down or changing their tools to be not as conventional, to force them to fit a different box than other people that's having normal drum kit, for instance,
right.
with the normal tools that you have in your toolbox.
It becomes a writing tool a lot too. You find your sound that way.
Radiohead did that as well when they were moving from album to album, changing their sound and stripping away stuff. And I remember I was reading an article about how some of the band members, when Tom York was kind of taking them down that path, like resisted it heavily and wanted to do like another OK Computer. And
they just wanted to keep changing and changing.
Well, Tom just wanted to keep changing and changing and changing and changing.
Yeah,
and
Tom did.
And they finally came around to it and everything, and now they all love it. So
yeah, and that there's something to be said about Radiohead and Alt J, and I think King Gizzard falls into this for me too, even though they're different. But it's like when they release music and it first hits your ears, you're like, I don't know what to really think, and because you're used to the last album or whatever.
Right.
And then you're like, I don't really know if I like this. It's like a shock. And then I guarantee a couple weeks later with those three artists and artists like that, you just love it. It starts to grow on you. It starts to really, grow on you like algae. Like it just grows, and all of a sudden it's your favorite album, and you're like, I didn't even know if I liked it at first.
That happened to me with Radiohead as they progressed. There was a couple times like I remember when Kid A came out. No, Amnesiac. When Amnesiac came out, I was just like, I don't know if I like this, but I'm a huge Radiohead fan.
See, for me, that was King of Limbs with Radiohead.
Okay, I like that one. Yeah,
but when I first heard it, I was like, I don't know, it just seems weird. And Moonshaped Pool, those albums,
two of my, they're all my favorites.
And they were weird to me at first, and I think Alt J's last album falls into that category, where there's songs that jut out to me, and I'm like, this is just odd music. I don't know if I'd listen to this, and then I crave it later. So.
Definitely.
I also wanted to quickly jump on EJ when you spoke about how Radiohead was talking about their album OK Computer, and then how some of the band wanted to stay the course and some of the band wanted to change. And I think that generally bands are either known for having the same sound over and over again and perfecting that sound,
right, or
being known for, going totally out of the box and being different. And I think that there's merits to both of those paths.
Absolutely.
But generally, the bands that are more prolific and do what we just talked about have more of a cult following.
Right.
And Umphreys, I think, falls into that category too. They've tried a lot over the years, and even bands like Fish, even though they're not the same genre, but they never stayed in one place. They're always writing new things for themselves and their fans.
Right.
So,
I mean, when you strike gold, it's hard to say, oh, let's go to another mountain and see if we can find gold there, when it's easier just to keep digging at that mountain over and over again where you originally found gold.
Yeah, it's easier, but
then you turn into Aerosmith.
Well, there's nothing wrong with,
or Imagine Dragons or something like that.
Imagine Dragons or something like that.
Because how many times have you heard, about a band? It's like, oh, their first album was great, and then it's like, nah, I don't like any of their new stuff, right? We've all heard that, so you really run the risk of having that syndrome with your band when you try and do new things.
Definitely.
And sue me for saying this, don't at me, but Foo Fighters kind of do that for me. Where I feel like everything's for a while has sounded the same,
right?
And they've had a great career through that, I think.
Absolutely.
But to me, I'm with that band, I'm looking for them to do something a little more daring.
Switch it up a
sometimes.
little bit. Yeah, I agree with that. I love the Foo Fighters, and I think that they had amazing amount of hits. And hooky songs.
It's not like Shots Fired. It's just I would put them in the category of what we're talking about, like a band that stayed the course,
right?
But it's super successful.
And then they start to get a little stale.
Yeah, they can. But and again, I think their music grows on me sometimes too when I initially don't like it.
And I also like what they do on stage with people, and they're very, very generous, giving band.
Yeah, I read a meme that said that the Foo Fighters was like the Olive Garden of bands.
Is it for you to say?
You know what you're gonna get when you go to the Olive Garden.
Yeah, you're gonna. The most they're gonna do is just give you unlimited. That's the biggest change.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining us with Galaxy Jams Reacts, where we react to music and other things. We're gonna react now to Glass Animals and Heat Waves.
I'm going to sit this one out, but you guys are awesome, and Glass Animals is cool. I just bought a record by them.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. Heat waves been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Usually I put something on TV, so we never think about you and me. But today I see our reflections clearly and highly.
The same thing happens to me when I'm taking the trash out. Just want to say that.
Laying on the screen. You just need a better life than this. You need something I can never give. Fake water all across the road. It's gone now, the night is come. But
I like the style and sound of this.
all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June.
really dig this song.
Yeah,
I like it a lot.
and you know, it's funny because all of the songs we pulled for this session, it seems to have a running theme for me, which is old and new sounds put together. When I listen to the vocals in this, it sounds so old school and poetic, and it's really mixed with modern electronic elements and writing sensibilities, and it's something I'm really enjoying.
Ooh, you look so broken when you cry. One more and then I say goodbye. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He always been faking me.
Got that almost like new like hip hop backing track to it, but indie pop kind of vocals.
Late nights in the middle of June. He always been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. I just wonder what you're dreaming of when you sleep and smile so comfortable. I just wish that I could give you that look that's perfect.
It's a nice dropout transition they did.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He always
In the way they're bringing it back.
Feel it. Ooh.
Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He always been faking me out. Can't make you happier now. Sometimes all I think about is you. Late nights in the middle of June. He always been faking me out. Can't make you happier now.
It's got a good hook to this song. That's another thing I like about it. It's very the repetitiveness of it kind of just gets in your brain, very earwormy.
I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. You always gotta love the deep voice. Also like the sound of that kick drum. It's almost kind of like a blown out kick drum, but it's really cool aesthetic. That's awesome. That's a good selection, man. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it was really nice and unexpected. I'd never listened to that band before. Is it a band or a one guy producer?
I'm not sure. I have to look into that.
Yeah, super interesting. Definitely can't wait to listen to more of them.
It premiered on June 29th of this 2020, so during the pandemic.
I would listen to it again.
Yeah, I would definitely listen to that again. We got one more to check out before we get out of here today.
What's that?
Well, another one that you suggested.
Ooh.
Kodak Black. What do you know about Kodak Black?
I saw that he was involved in an unfortunate altercation outside of an LA club a night or two ago.
Oh.
And I figured it'd be a good time to bring him up and see what he's all about.
Again, we really appreciate you all hanging out with us on Galaxy Jams Reacts. And now we're going to check out Kodak Black, Super Gremlin. Let's get into it.
Jambo. What is that stage for us? Kicking up corners. Yeah, we could be superstars. But I'm pretty sure time
I like how it looks like a movie opener. Finally.
Sounds really thematic.
Say you my nigga, I'ma be your killer. Nobody gonna play with you when I'm with you. Go against any nigga like fuck this glitter. Ski off third on bitches. I put it in for you, I spin for you. Whatever you with, I'm with it. How you gonna cross the nigga that rockin' with you? I got you lit in the city. I been multi-talented, rapping and being the daddy to my little children. I been standing on business and spinning and spinning and spinning until I'm dizzy. I do all the smack, you never step or help with none of you killing. You doing a lot of cap, watch when I catch, I'ma whack in front of the witness. Damn, my nigga, you tripping. We could have been superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars?
Like the kids singing in the background. It's really cool the way that it backs that up.
Damn, my nigga, you tripping. We could have been superstars. Can't help it, now I'm reminiscing. Remember when we were jacking cars? Now you better keep your distance, cause it's not safe for you. You switch like a pussy little bitch. Track hard with the kid, snatch off from the bitch. When I slide, nightlight on the a blick. Bet I'm on my shit when I'm outside. So them ran down, caught them pants down. Nigga, you shitted. I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it, cause I'm a gremlin, yeah.
Another thing that we were talking about earlier, and it's kind of, again, the theme in a lot of songs, is that bringing in and out elements of what's happening the whole time. Like they took out they kept the 808 bass drum, but they took out the hi-hat ticks, which I really liked that aspect of it.
I think that it's a well-trodden trope, what the song's all about, but I think he does a good job with it.
Cut those bins, KTV, back door wide open. Wait till my sniper get out. All of you niggas gon' die. Time rolling. Bustin' on my opponent, no hand stepping. Crush my arms, totally wood jet broke, no motion. Sleeping on sofas, creeping in highs like roaches. I done went cages and stages of cage. Now free me, baby, can't keep me, baby. I beat them cases, they already hate me. They gon' want me dead when I'm on probation. Oh, y'all think Lil Yak retarded? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet, I promise. Niggas can't take me, niggas can't guard me. I be on the fuck nigga ass like Charmin, aka 28 Carvin. We could've been superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars? Now it's not safe for you. You switch like a pussy little bitch. Damn, I knew you tripping. We could've been superstars. Can't help it, now I'm reminiscing. Remember when we were jacking cars?
Should have brought up a lyric video.
Cause it's not safe for you. You switch like a pussy little bitch. Track hard with the kid, snatch off on the bit. When I slide, nightlight on the blick. Bet I'm on
Very
my
deep
shit
lyrics.
when I'm outside. So they don't ran down, call them pants down. Nigga, you shitted. I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it, cause I'm a gremlin.
Yeah, we could be superstars,
Super gremlin.
but I'm pretty sure our time is up.
How you
And
time
so
up?
we fell off the spinning tops. Don't know, maybe for trial, but way more error.
I ain't slime, I'm grinding. Anyway you put it, I'm SG with it. I'm a super gremlin. Snatch and grab, sneak and geek. Like we gone.
I like how this video was shot.
Nightmare, man. You know
It's pretty
bet
simple.
You always see me in your dream.
But it works. Very cool.
Yeah, I think that it's a very formulaic
Yeah.
thing, and it didn't really do a lot to set it apart from other things that I think are trying to do the same thing. I like the anthemic beginning of it. I like that he's not using auto-tune like you have other artists that are like that, like Future or Migos, who they're doing that sort of style, but he's keeping it.
Yeah, where they just whack out the auto-tune.
Right,
I mean, it's their
exactly.
style, and I think that,
And-
they can actually, I can't remember who it was. I saw a video where he proved that he could really sing, and he has a really great voice.
Oh yeah, I bet a lot of them too, and have good song. I feel
But they
like,
use it as like kind of an effect, like you'd use delay or echo or something like that.
right. People used autotune before to cover up mistakes,
Right.
and now people are using autotune as its own paintbrush.
Well, auto-tune is used almost in every single recording and vocal, no matter who it is. Even if you just put a little bit on there, it just helps catch any kind of like wavering, because the human voice just wavers no matter what anyway. So there's definitely
Yeah, just it's
Everybody
always good to
uses
give it some legs to stand on when you're trying to make a professional recording.
right, definitely. Well, hey, I had fun.
I can't wait to do it again.
Can't wait to do it again. We're going to keep doing it. Don't forget to catch our Improv Jam Tuesday. Every Tuesday we come on live at 8 p.m.
Eastern time.
That's right, Eastern time. Thank you for throwing that in. That is important. We forget to say. And also, we can check it out. We got Twitch channel. Please go on there and follow us. We need followers on there. We're going to ramp it up and start giving away some really cool stuff on there as well to people who start subscribing, but we got to get to a certain amount of followers. So if you can help us do that, that'd be great. Also, YouTube, go on there for a lot of our archive things, of our improv jams, and also we eat snacks and banter and talk about stuff. And also you can check out Twitter and also Facebook as well. We're going to be on there. And we've got kind of an exclusive fan club for Galaxy Jams on Facebook. You have to request access to it, and when you do, you get to see like new graphics that we're getting ready to put up before anybody else, like for our albums that we're putting out every pretty much week now, and of our improv stuff, and you get exclusive like behind the scenes stuff and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of fun. So just look us up, Galaxy Jams, on your favorite social media. And again, thank you for joining us here on Galaxy Jams Reacts, our new reaction bit of our stuff that we're doing.
Thanks again for being here. See you next time.